Welcome to the Stamping Morning Show with your host, Jennifer.
Good morning, everybody. Hello. It's Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. And my name is Jennifer Cotton, the host of the Stamping Morning Show, where this week we're going live 2 times, Wednesday and Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central. So good morning and welcome, and thank you for being here. Let me switch my thing back so I can see you guys. Robin, good morning. First one here over on YouTube. Good morning, Sunshine. And she says hello to Brittany, who is asleep. My co-host is asleep on the bed right now, so we'll see if she shows up to work or not. Sue, good morning. Sunny Green Bay, temps in the low 60s. Love it. MJ, good morning in New York. Woohoo. And everybody's saying hi to each other. I love that. Becky, good morning to you. Desiree, good morning from Colorado. Linda, good morning. A Wednesday morning. That's right. And thank you, Robin. All right. So good morning, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for being here on the Stamping Morning Show. Again, live normally Thursdays at 9 a.m. Central, but today is a special extra show for this week. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 24 years now, and that means I teach people, for me, that means I teach people how to make gift cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, cards, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So good morning and welcome, and thank you for being here. Let me see. I want to remind you that I will be adding, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, V from overcast Southern California, 91 degrees Monday, 75 yesterday, and 80 today, question mark. I get it. Okay, I might sneeze. Goodness. It's 72 degrees right now in Midlothian, Texas, and excuse me, I missed what the temperature is going to be today. I think it's going to be warm, but I actually missed that on the weather this morning. Thank you. Donna, good morning. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, MJ. Okay, so let me tell you this. Let me get over here and add this to the screen. Where is it? Right here. I will add timestamps to this video later today manually in YouTube, so you can skip around to the part you like. And then tomorrow I will add a link right up here to take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. And that's where you go to find out all the info about Stampin' Up! Specials, my specials, upcoming events, pictures from the videos, etc. So stamptherapist.com, write that down. That's the website. I'll put a link to it over there tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Click the wrong thing and woo. And you can go straight there. Anyway, also, that link might not go there till Friday if I forget tomorrow, because this is not a normal day. And I will be going live tomorrow morning again at 9 a.m. Central. So the reason I'm going live 2 times this week is, well, first of all, let me tell you this. Coming up on the morning show today, we've got upcoming events, deals, and delights, my free class, and I'll show you what's on my desk. I've got some show and tell, and we're going to make 4 cards. Okay, so that's what's coming up today. Now, the reason we're having 2 shows this week is because I'm going to make the 8 cards from my May catalog celebration event that was this past weekend, which was awesome. Thanks to everyone who came in person and everyone who took it to go for the craft along. So I don't know if you received your packets yet. They just got mailed Monday. But if not, of course, you can watch the replay of these videos and you have your PDF tutorial already to make those projects. But if you missed it, you didn't purchase it already, you can still get this packet. It'll be a little different than what they received, but you can get the packet to make all 8 cards I'm making today for tomorrow. And it's free with an online order. So I will tell you more about that later. All right. So you can still get this class packet to make the 8 cards. It's a big one. Okay. Now let's jump in to our first segment of the show. Get your pen and paper out, get your digital calendar out, whatever it is, and let's see what's coming up on the crafting calendar. So I offer, because I do this as a full-time business, I offer tons of events that anyone can take advantage of. They're all offered to go. Some are also offered in person. So let's start out with my monthly events that I do every single month without fail. Stamp a Stack. Let's see what my graphic is. Oh, let me just tell you this first. Sorry. All of my events include a PDF tutorial. Anyone in the US can take the classes, and anyone in the world can take the PDF only. We will cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. Unless otherwise stated, you may need to own the featured bundle dies to complete your projects, and you will cut your own designer paper or kit components if they are included with the fee. The tutorials only are available during the event registration, and of course my team gets those for free. Okay, so every month I do in-person and to-go card class, Stamp a Stack class, and wall art class. So this month it says April, that's a typo. In May, they will be May 23rd or mailed May 26th because the 25th is a holiday. In person in Cedar Hill, Texas, to go mailed, or you can pick up. We will have card class, 4 cards, kind of like what we're making today, but just 4 cards. So where I supply everything, cut up your little piece of designer paper, give you the gem, etc. And you get that class free with a purchase the week of May 18th through 24th with a minimum purchase, or you can buy it straight out for $20. You can register for that right now, or you can come attend in person and get it free with an order on May 23rd. Okay, so that really, you can sign up to pay for it now or in person, or you can get it free with an order later starting May 18th. Okay, which is actually next week. The next 2 classes include over $20 in merchandise, and they are clubs that you can join as well. So they are Stamp a Stack and wall art. Stamp a Stack this month is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. Here's the ones from last month, just to give you an idea. But we're using the relaxing Waterside Bundle, which I'm also using today. So you'll get to see that bundle. So if you like what you see today, A, you can get today's class free. B, you can sign up for Stamp a Stack or join the club and save money. Or C, you can also add another class I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So relaxing Waterside is, I think, very popular. Anyway, there is the ones from last month, the Stamp a Stack. So they made 2 of each. Again, 4 designs, 2 of each. And that was last month. Okay, so there's that one. The class is $40. It includes over about $25 in merchandise, but over 20. And we cut, die, cut, punch, and emboss everything possible, including the featured bundle dies. Still, you cut your own designer paper. But if you join the club, you save $2. Let me put these club perks up here. Save $2, so it's $38 plus shipping, of course. Cancel anytime. Occasional additional gifts. Free gift after 6 consecutive months. Includes over 20 in merch. Again, we cut, die, cut, punch, and emboss everything possible, including the featured bundle dies when possible. You cut your own designer paper. And of course, it includes PDF. The other club you can join is the Wall Art Club. That's 12 by 12 art, like this Easter one you see back here, or this past one up here is 12 by 12. I recommend putting it in a shadow box. It makes a great gift. Decorate your own home, your craft room, etc. You can just change those 12 by 12 pieces out seasonally in the one frame. So that one, we're using the Help Me Grow bundle. It's a really awesome bundle. It is sort of gardening themed, but also growth themed. So it's going to be super cute. Have I designed any of these yet? No, that's coming up by Sunday. And I'll put sneaks out once I get them designed. And Sunday is the deadline to register for those 3. Again, if you want the PDF tutorials, you register for those during the class registration. So let me fix something here. So if you want those PDF tutorials, for example, click the registration link for the class and you can buy those. All right, let me catch up here. Ooh, hold on. Lisa said 57 degrees, but feels like 48 and it might rain. Boo for rain. Unless, I mean, rain's good, but y'all know what I mean. Cindy, good morning to you. Thank you for sharing. Ramona, good morning. And Lisa, good morning from Orlando. My friend April is in Orlando right now at where the mouse lives. Hilda, good morning. Good to see everybody. Okay, next, let me see. Let me read my notes. Okay, so I just told you about my 2 clubs, Wall Art and Stamp-A-Stack. I do have a 3rd club now. This one meets virtually on Zoom every month. It's too late to register for this month, but you can still join the club and you'll be in for next month. And this is my Memory Keeping Made Easy club. We have a lot of members. We just started this club. It's starting in May. And not only is it a memory keeping club where you'll make 4 pages and get 2 additional page ideas, we'll make them together on Zoom. And so I will give you written instructions and video instructions. There will be a lesson each time about how memory keeping can be very simple and easy. It does not need to be a whole thing, right? Print some photos, get out some paper. Let's go. And you can still join that club anytime. It's just like my other clubs. After 6 consecutive months, you get a gift from me. There's not another option to take it. You have to join the club, but you can cancel at any time. So if you want to try it out, just join and then cancel after the first month if you don't want to continue. I hope you won't cancel, but you can. And yeah, so if you join now, you'll be joining for June, just FYI, until my June cutoff, which I need to look at my calendar and set all those in stone for the next 12 months. Okay. So yeah, so you can still register for that, but I'm very excited. Our first one is at the end of this month. We're going to meet on Zoom at the end of the month on a Thursday night, and that will be recorded. Okay. I feel like there was something in the back of my head about, hey, Kelly, good morning, about something that I said, but I can't remember. Let me look back at this other slide now. I don't remember. Okay, anyway, I just want to remind you in case anyone, I know what I was going to say. Please, as you come on, please make a comment, say hi, give a thumbs up, a heart, a like, a follow, a subscribe, turn on notifications. Any and all of that helps me. If you click the share button on either platform and click the copy link, that helps me. So thank you very much for doing all those things, and hearts, likes, whatever emoji you want to click on. I think in YouTube, when I'm live, there's a thumbs up next to the live chat. When I'm not live, you can just click like. You can still make a comment if you're watching replay, all the stuff. So thank you very much. And speaking of making comments, good morning again, Hilda, Kelly, Cindy, good morning to you. Got people on YouTube and Facebook right now. I love it. Debbie, good morning. Haven't seen you in a minute, Debbie. Good to see you. Terry, good morning from bright, sunny Granbury, Texas. Oh, yeah, I did. Usually Scott lets the dogs out, but I did this morning, and I was like, oh, it feels nice. Anytime I go outside and it feels like not too hot or a little cool and nice, I think I should be at Disney with this weather right now, or Universal Studios. Anyway, so that's what I thought this morning. Okay. Tina, good morning to you. Shannon, good morning. Long time no see, Shannon. And happy Wednesday, Tina. Yes. Love it. Yeah, y'all hit that share because this is not my normal live day, so maybe people have missed it. And maybe Facebook or, oh gosh, what did I click? Or YouTube will share it out, to more people. Anyway, okay. So now, did I say this? I don't remember, but I'm going live tomorrow also. I think y'all know that, but just in case, I will be live tomorrow to make the other 4 cards. All in total, we'll be using Fern and Flora, Opulent Oasis, All Aflutter, and Relaxing Waterside. Today is All Aflutter and Relaxing Waterside. I'll be making 4 cards today and the other 4 tomorrow, and you can get this class free. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay, next is Oh, this is a what? Yeah. Okay. My notes aren't matching my graphics, but I figured it out. This is a I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I have one packet left. So registration closed, but I have one left. So if you want to register, you can. This is the 1-day retreat to go. It includes make and takes, a goodie bag, a gift, treat, of course, shipping if you choose to have it mailed. So if you want this packet, let me know because I'll need to reopen the registration for you. I only have one packet left. The class is sold out, but I have one packet left. So we're going to make these 4 cards. I think they're gorgeous. Let me see if I have it written here. It's the what is this bundle? There's 2 bundles. Bloom Boutique and Scalloped Blooms bundles. And there's the sneak peek. Here's the real cards. There's one packet left. Okay. So you can email me. You can comment right now and claim it, but you'll still have to register, or email me or text me or Facebook message me if you want me to reopen that link so you can take that packet. Again, goodie bag, make and takes. You will need the bundle. So we did not die cut the bundle portions, but we die cut anything else and embossed the little embossing right here on that white piece for you, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put these cards. I'm going to put them over. I'm going to reach because Scott still needs those. We're still packaging that up. The in-person 1-day retreat is this weekend. We're very excited. This is my first 1-day retreat in years, so I'm excited. Okay. Hey, Lisa, change platforms, no problem. In Orlando. All right, let me take this little sweater I'm wearing off. I mean, it was tied around my waist, but it's making me hot. Okay, one of those left. You can still register for the May Catalog Creative Experience. This is the paper and ribbon share. And if you want, you can add on, I'm trying to get there. My producer is behind. The make and takes and the VIP experience where you will get 11 make and takes. I'm going to hopefully design mine today, but here's 5 of the 11. So I'm designing 6. You can still register for either one. So do the paper and ribbon share only, or go ahead and add on that VIP experience and get the Facebook party, bonus videos for all 11 make and takes. So 4 videos total in that Facebook group. And it's a party, and that's with Alejandra Gomez and I. So you'll get to see both of us. So you can still register through, I think this Sunday. Did I put the date? Let's look back on this. No, I didn't. But I think it's got to be the 17th. Yes, it's going to be the 17th is your deadline to register. Okay, so register away. By the way, do you need links to register? Well, in this video right now up here in Facebook and down here in YouTube, there are links, or there is a link that says other events, something like that. It will take you straight to stamптherapist.com, my blog, to the events page where all the links are. Okay, so that's where all the links are for anything I've talked about is on the blog. Also, they get emailed out, and they will be emailed out Friday at 9 a.m. Central. So also make sure you're on my email list. Up here, there's a link in Facebook, and down here, there's a link in YouTube to join my email newsletter. Okay, so that's how you get the links by email. You can ask me, of course, and by the blog, stamptherapist.com. Hey, Carrie, good morning. Linda. Yes, Linda, I think you're going to like these cards. Let's see. All right, next up is the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. The very last day to register for this is also Sunday. I actually accidentally put the wrong deadline for 2 of my events because I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I would be like much more ahead. I had not even designed them when the deadline came. Anyway, the deadline is Sunday for the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. So first of all, with the camp, you're going to make 10 projects using the Flowering Meadow bundle. There is the sneak peek of the 10 on the bottom left of your screen. 10 make and takes, goodie bag, and Facebook party. Register by Sunday. The Facebook party is on May 30th. it's the same day as my paper share. It doesn't matter. They're both recorded. And the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp is PDF instructions. We do have 2 bonus videos in the group, but no video instructions. So you'll be fine to do both if you choose. Okay, so you can do the camp and you'll get those 10 make and takes, a goodie bag, a little treat, etc. You can also do, and I have my cards right here. So let me show you my 5 cards. She did 5 and I did 5. Genevieve Coe's in Canada. I believe it's too late to register for hers in Canada, but if you live in Canada, you really want it, let her know. Click my link, which will then take you to a link to her, and you can contact Genevieve or ask me if you need her contact info. So if you live in Canada and you want any of these, you have to ask Genevieve and beg her to add you today. They have shorter or longer shipping times in Canada, so that's why her cutoff is sooner than mine. Okay, here's my 5 cards. You're going to make my 5 plus her 5 with the Flowering Meadow bundle. It's the velvet stuff. It's super cute. This one is a fun fold. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so there's that one. We've got another fun fold there. This one nice embossing on this one, and this one. So plus her 5, so 10 projects. Okay, so there's that. You can also register for my class. It's an add-on class, but you can take my class only. It is 3 designs. You make 2 of each using the relaxing Waterside. I'm very proud of these cards, so I hope you'll want to take this class. Again, 2 of those, 2 of these. You do need the bundles on these to do your die cutting for the featured bundles. And this one, you make 2 of each with relaxing Waterside, same bundle I'm using today. And you can register through Sunday. So let me put this back on the screen. You can see that sneak peek there. 3 designs, 2 of each, 6 cards, goodie bag of product, etc. And then Genevieve's class is the balloon festoon. 3 designs, 2 of each, 6 cards. So you can take her class only, balloons. Gonna be cute. My class only, relaxing Waterside, or camp only, or you can mix and match, or do tutorials only. Okay, hope that made sense. Register away through Sunday. The add-on classes are not part of the party, by the way, but you can do the party or not with the camp. Okay, hope that made sense. Thank you, Carrie. I did like those cards a lot. I did. Thank you very much. Okay, next is, let me get back to my notes. Last but not least is the crafting cruise. April McCright and I have not checked registrations lately. I don't get an email for those. I have to go to a link. But last time we checked, we had 8 crafting spots left. We are cruising in August 2027 to Alaska out of Seattle, Washington on Quantum of the Seas out of Seattle. I think I said that. Sitka, Skagway, Juneau, Endicott Arm, and Dawes Glacier viewing, and Victoria, Canada on Quantum of the Seas, August 2nd, 2027. Anyone can do the crafting portion, but you can bring all the friends and family you want that do not have to do the crafting portion. So the crafting part is optional. You can also even just use our group rate if you have people who want to go on a cruise during an Alaskan cruise that week. Have them contact our travel agent as well for a non-crafting, but get the group rate. Anyway, so bring all the people you want. There's food 24/7. All your meals are included. There's pools, entertainment, trivia, bars, nightclubs, and more, all included with your price of the cruise. And on this ship, the craft room is up on deck 12, 13, up high there. So you'll have windows. You'll be able to see the ocean and all the stuff. It's at the back of the ship. Here's some pictures from last year's cruise. Gifts every day. Your own half a crop table plus separate class tables, so you don't have to be all crowded on either one. And you can have a landing spot to leave your crafting supplies while you go party it up on the boat and eat all the food and all the stuff. And I forgot if there, nope. I always forget to count my pictures there. Anyway, so there we go. All right, so register for events if you want. Next up is Yes, Lisa, 2 shows this week. Julie, you need to call. Girl, do it. Just calling and asking doesn't hurt, right? They'll just tell you your pricing options and you can decide yes or no. Yes, girl. Okay, so again, links in the 9 a.m. Friday email for all of these events. And pop-up notification. I think that's all I need to say. Let's move on to the next segment, which is Deals and Delights. Deals and Delights. Yes. So, first of all, Stampin' Up! Has an incredible deal this month through May 31st. Only you can get our Stampin' Up! Starter Kit for $99 plus tax, free shipping. And you can have 2 choices. You can either pick up to $125 in merchandise plus all 5 of the brand new magnetic ink pads, which I have 2 of them right here. I think the other ones, here's one for another reason. But anyway, I think the other ones are in what I'm going to show y'all today. They are magnetic, all the stuff. You'll see them in the video. But this is a $63 value for all 5. And that's the discounted value. Discounted. By the way, they do fit in this. They just stick out. I'd say less than an inch further than the old ones. So they do fit in there. $63 value if you buy the bundle pricing. If you bought those individually, it would cost even more than $63. Free. Plus $125 of your choice and no obligation to buy or sell. Or you might be like, I don't want the ink pads. I already have an ink pad. I bought them already. Whatever the deal is. Instead, you can pick up to $160 in merchandise for only $99 plus tax. Normally, it's $125 for $99, which is still a great deal, but this is even better. Okay, so you can pick either one. Yes, Lisa. No obligation. And you get all the stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this. But when you do join or get the kit, which is considered joining, again, there's truly no obligation. I don't put pressure on you to do anything, but you can take advantage of lots of perks. The discount, of course, is the biggest one. You get a discount for if you buy it right now, April, May, June, July, August, September, would get a minimum 20% discount through at least the end of October. Even if you just got $20 here, $50 there, you would get your discount. No minimum required. After that, it would depend if you stay active or not on if you met the things. But there's no penalty if you don't. Okay, so you get your discount. You get to take advantage of Stampin' Up! Perks. They just sent us a sneak peek today, by the way. Sue's on here, right? Sue, shout out to this sneak peek of a July online exclusive that's coming out that we'll be able to pre-order. I forget when now. I forgot the date. Anybody tell me that date? Anyway, soon. I think in June we demonstrators can pre-order. Anyway, y'all, this suite coming out, you're going to want it whether you're a demonstrator or not, in my opinion. I don't know why they sent us the sneak peek, but they did. They emailed it to all demonstrators. And anyway, so perks like that, getting to see and order things early before everyone else. And a bunch more perks, all right? If you have questions, let me know. It's truly risk-free. And then there's team perks as well. You know, I have a team Facebook group. I just uploaded a bunch of tutorials to them today. They get them all free. We have creative challenges in there. We have swapping. All this is optional, but we have swapping, monthly gatherings, monthly craft nights on Zoom, etc. Okay, any questions, let me know. Thank you, Carmen. She says May 19th. That's coming up, girl. I got to get, I can't make a list because there's not a list yet, right? We haven't seen the stuff, but I'm excited. Okay, thank you, Carmen. And Sue. Okay, y'all, May 19th. I don't know why I thought it was in June. So good. That's next week. Next Tuesday, we can pre-order. Y'all, join the team. Or you can wait and join on Tuesday and add that pre-order stuff to your starter kit. They allow you to do that too. May 19th. Mark the calendars to join on May 19th. Okay. If y'all have questions or need help on that, let me know. Oh, I didn't even put the graphic up, but it's just like it just says what I just said. $125 plus the ink pads, or $160 for $99 plus tax, free shipping, no obligation. Get that discount. Okay, next is what? Product of the month. I have mine now. I think I showed it last week, actually. I forgot. But this vellum is gorgeous, so I'll show it one more time. Product of the month is a purchase add-on, I guess I could call it. So spend $75 or more, and then you have the option to add on a product of the month for only $5. There might be multiples to choose from if we have leftovers from previous months, and then they're all while supplies last. So this is the one that just came out in May. This is a vellum paper. It's 12 by 12. You get 12 sheets, 3 of each design you see here. How can I hold it? And it is vellum. I showed it on the video last week how it is see-through, but it's hard to tell right here. It's gorgeous and only $5. Limit 1 per person, 1 per account, $5, and with a $75 purchase. And if you make a $75 purchase, you only can add on 1 product of the month, even if 5 were available. You could only pick 1. So you separate your orders if you need to do that. Also, when you place an order of $75 or more with me in any month, you will get a free tutorial for the current product of the month the following month. So for example, if you purchase in May, $75 or more, in June, I'll send you a tutorial for this vellum paper with 12 different ideas using it, designed by 12 different demonstrators whose pictures you see on the screen right there. Some amazing people. So there you go. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. All right. Product of the month. Don't forget to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by June 10th for the June kit. This is our monthly craft box. It is called Bikes and Blooms. It says silver foil and silver embellishments. And let me get my paper here to see what else it says, because I actually have not read up about this. I'm getting it no matter what. I'm a subscriber. So you can subscribe on my website. I believe I also have a link in the video right now to go subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. By the way, as y'all come on, say hi, give a little thumbs up, a like, a comment, etc. That will help me out. 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes, silver foil and pre-cut paper pieces, silver butterfly embellishments, and linen thread. So yeah, there we go. Looks pretty cute. Bikes and Blooms. So do that by June 10th. And if you subscribe through me or you're on my team, even if you don't subscribe, if you're on my team, you're going to get a free, my team gets these free tutorials also. You're going to get a free tutorial in July using the June kit. Hopefully that makes sense. Of additional bonus projects. I think it's like 10 to 12 people. Oh, we added a new one this month. Anyway, a new person. So up to like 12 different bonus ideas using the Paper Pumpkin kit. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Any questions, just let me know. All right. Now, it's almost time to stamp, but I want to tell you how you can get, let me tell you about my stamp therapy specials, my deal / special offer. Okay. So I do have an offer for you this week, starting today. With an online order of $75 or more, you're going to get a free class to make a packet sent to you. I should say it properly. Free class packet sent to you to make 8 different cards. The 4 I'm making today and tomorrow. So let's look at the requirements here. It's a free class packet, 8 cards, PDF included, of course, digital. It's free with a $75 or more online order, May 13 through 17. If your order is $100 or more, you will also get the free in color dots. Now on these cards, I used butterflies and dots. But you can supply your own embellishments if needed for the cards, unless you get those free in colored dots with 100 or more. Hopefully that makes sense. So 3 class packet makes 8 cards, all different, free with a $75 order, or and of course you can add on that product of the month and you'll get my free tutorial. And if you bump it up to 100 or more, you'll get the free in color dots as well, in addition to the class packet. It looks sort of like this, but it's not sealed yet, actually, because I need to add ribbon and designer paper in everyone's packets and an anchor embellishment. But anyway, that's just because I didn't finish them yet. Okay, so I think I said everything about that. Let me think. Something went through my head. I know, Lisa, she says, I wish we could get more of the product of the month. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This packet ships to you for free, which is a huge savings. Shipping a packet like this, in case y'all didn't know, is over $6 now, usually, because of the price increase. And depending on where people live, $6 to $7 to ship a packet like that. So it's a good savings. For you, it's free. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, she said, I wish we could get more than one product of the month. It's limit 1. All right. So I think we're ready now to see what's on my desk. I left my graphic the way it was last week because I was like, that is cute. I'm going to show and tell a few things from Saturday. And then we're going to make the 4 cards. Sorry. Cannot speak. Also, I want to again thank everyone who purchased the craft along. I forgot to notice if anyone that did that is on the video today. But I have my little list here. Oh yeah, I think Cindy's here. I don't remember if I've seen any of you other guys, but if you did purchase it ahead of time, thank you very much. And I hope you got your packet. I'm going to put this camera down real quick. Camo. And switch. All right. So Saturday was the in-person May catalog celebration. And for that, oh, wrong one. Oh, no, I forgot to add see if I can add it. I forgot to add this to my thing. I'm going to upload something real quick. So excuse me. What is this called? Download, no, live video docs. Video, sorry, I can't do 2 things at once. Look at that, I added it, boom. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Saturday we had the in-person event. So there was an optional card swap and 3 whole people participated and there was a prize involved. So we had Yolanda, who also did a stamping demonstration. So this was her swap and one of her cards she showed us. Great swap. She came in 3rd place. This was Dorothy, who also did a stamping demonstration, but this swap was not part of her demonstration. It's gorgeous though. Uses another awesome product of the month that I think is still available, that die. And this was Dorothy's at 2nd place. And this is Robin's, who I think here is in the live right here today. Robin's swap came in 1st place, so she won the prize. It was some pearlized paper, I think. So awesome swaps. And then my 2 demonstrators, Dorothy and Yolanda, gave me the card they actually made on the video. Thank you all very much. I always love it when they do that. Or on the demonstration, which was a video as well. And so here's Yolanda's card using the Lily of the Valley bundle suite, but she also used those scallop dies there. Isn't this card cute? So cute. And it doesn't open here, but it could, but you just tie that shut and 3 little openings there. So super cute. And then Dorothy made this one with that scenic coast stuff. And she showed us how you could die cut the boat twice and then just snip off part to have a colored sail there. So that was cool. Oh, and she put grading on the inside as well. Stamped some sailboats. So, all right. So that is just a little taste of Saturday, but there was more. That event was all about this catalog, and we focused on the four specific bundles. And today I'm going to make the 2 cards from Relaxing Waters or Waterside Retreat, which is Relaxing Waterside Bundle, and All Aflutter, which actually is just a bundle. And I used All Aflutter last week also. Made different cards last week. So if you want to go back and watch last week's video, you can see more ideas with All Aflutter. This one right here. And those are the cards I'm going to make first. So, slide. Supplies here. Also, it is time to get crafty. So let's get crafty and make something. I've got my packet here. Here's the bundle. It is a punch bundle. And again, oh, sorry. It would help if I put the camera back. It is a punch bundle. And I went over the details of this bundle in last week's video. Okay, so I'm going to get out. I actually have my written instructions. See, step-by-step instructions. You'll get that if you get the class free today as well. But long story short, I had to gather all these supplies for the video, and it's kind of a hot mess, so I'm just going to put them all here. Okay. Okay, so as a reminder, the All Aflutter Bundle. 3 different butterfly images that match the 3 butterfly punch. A little border, sort of solid butterfly, small image of 4 in a row. The flight lines, and then the greetings. Fluttering by to say, hi, friend, you are so appreciated and thinking of you today. I did make this little guide for me that I'm just going to keep in here with my stamp package to show me how to place the stamps on my clear blocks so that they align with the punch really easily. So I used grid paper. I used my little stamp positioner grid paper. You could use whatever, like a scrap of a bigger one. And I put the lines, or first of all, I put the punch straight up into a piece of paper and let the paper rest flat against the bottom and punched it out. Okay, then you can trim that down if needed, but the paper needs to be flat against the bottom. Then align that with grid lines so that it's straight. Then lay the stamp without accidentally curving it, like misshaping it, but lay it down inside the punch. This is obviously if you're going to punch it out, by the way. Inside the punch, whatever that's called, the punch out. Okay, and then when you put it on the block, what's important is the block is also straight with the grid lines. Then if you stamp it straight up and down, it'll go into the punch easy. Okay. I also have myself a little guide here to know how big I like to make the paper, 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, so that I have a handle on one side to punch it out. It can be longer than this, but not, I don't like it to be any shorter. Okay, so there we go. Let's make card number 1. Card number 1. Okay. Can I reserve your last packet, Lisa? Yes. For the 1-day retreat, I'm assuming you want. I'm gonna write it somewhere. I'll write it here. My notes from today. 1-day packet, Lisa. Okay. Yay, Lisa. Thank you. Okay, so I wrote that down. I will, after this video, I'll open the link, the registration, email it to you, and then close it after you register. Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the packet for card number 1. Now, you will receive the designer paper also, but I had to cut my own for this video, so it's separate. And you'll receive the ribbon. But again, it's not in here yet. We haven't cut those yet for you guys. Okay, so where's my ribbon though? I had it. Oh, right here. Yeah, so you'll have a piece of this Peaceful Pine ribbon in your packet. Again, you'll provide your own dots if you get this class packet free with an order this week, or you can get them free, get the in color dots free with a $100 purchase. All the info is right here. It's also going to be on the blog at 11 a.m. Central today, and it will be emailed out on Friday. It was in today's email also. Okay, so card number 1, the card base is Peaceful Pine, this gorgeous new green color, which I used on every single card this week, or all 8 cards, I think, or at least one of each bundle used this color. Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5. You take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, cut it in half. You will get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. They will fit into the invitation size envelope, this size right here. Stampin' Up! Has a really nice white one. Very nice. And this is after you fold it in half. I'm going to use the bone folder, so my creases are a little more or less wrinkled on the inside. So I'm going to do the folding with the bone folder. You could also cut your paper in half the other direction and fold it the long way, and that would fit also into the invitation size envelope. Okay, now my favorite one we carry is this clear one, this clear envelope. Love those. Anyway, so measuring is easy if you're new to card making. Okay, next is the what you'll have next in your packet is a piece of the new Barely Blush. Actually, what I'm doing, Barely Blush cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4, 4 inches. I did not have time to do recipe cards this week, so there's no recipe cards, sorry. 4 inches by 5 1/4, and it's been embossed with the Ladybug, what is this folder called? Ladybug embossing folder. Oh, hold on, it's on my instructions. Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. Okay, so that is 4 by 5 1/4 to go on that next. We also pre-die cut for you from the Scalloped Blooms dies. These are brand new. This scallop circle, which is 2 3/4 inches tall, or 2 3/4 inches scallop with piercing. I've got that 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 scrap of white to stamp my butterflies on. And then this designer paper is from Moonlit Flora. They actually got 1/8 of a pack of this designer paper in their kit if they took the class ahead of time. But you'll just get this piece here. It has got the greenery on one side and the berry burst with a pattern on the back. I can't think of the word for that pattern. Okay, so stamping. Let's stamp. We're going to stamp first, number 1, this detail butterfly in Berry Burst ink. So Lisa, I will I'll get with you about that if I understand what you're asking about mentoring. I offer lots of stuff. So we can do a one-on-one talk after you join. We can also, I have a Business Builders Facebook group, and I offer tons of trainings. So hopefully, but I'll, depending on what you're wanting, we'll figure it out. Okay, so you want to stamp the outline butterflies first. There are 2 butterflies that look like they're outlines. One is thicker, and that's not the one. It's the thinner outline ones. We're going to stamp that first in Berry Burst ink over here toward the right of this scrap of white. It's 2 3/4 tall. You can also stamp it over to the left, but it needs to be to one side or the other so you can hold on to it to punch. Then our next step is Barely Blush ink. Boom, boom, for the magnetic pad. And of course you can separate them if you want. We're going to twist because it's foam, not foam, it is felt, and tap. I'm going to put this where I can see better. And then we're going to align that right on top of the other butterflies and stamp it. And that color combo is really nice. Berry Burst and Barely Blush. Really nice color combo. Also with the, I think I'm done with these two. Hold on. With the Barely Blush, I'm going to stamp these little flight lines. I'm going to tap, I can tap semi-hard here, but because it's so skinny, I'm not going to go crazy hard. But when I stamp it, I'm definitely not going to press too hard, because if I do, because they're skinny, they will blur out. Anyway, so I stamp these flight lines on the left side of the scallop, kind of going down on the left up to the right, and I'll put a butterfly right there. And then I forgot, I want to add my greeting in Peaceful Pine. Flip it back over. You want to store these with the Stampin' Up! Logo up. Peaceful Pine. This card's going to say fluttering by to say hi. And that will go on the bottom right of the scallop in Peaceful Pine ink. Again, I use that color on everything this time. All right. Okay, punch out our butterflies. Super easy. The butterfly, to me, well, I don't know. I think I'm just getting older and weaker with hand issues, but it takes a little bit of strength to punch out. You can do it this way, but pretty much with all of my punches, I like to get them aligned. I'm squeezing hard enough that I can't pull the paper out. By the way, see my handle right here. But I'm not squeezing hard enough to cut the paper yet. And then I'm going to use both hands, but you have to keep it squeezed the whole time or the paper will slip. And then I'm going to use, I can use more pressure with the heel of my hand there to punch it out. And you have your 3 butterflies. Okay. Now we can assemble this card. Yes. Okay, so we will attach. Okay, cool, Lisa. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to see if I missed anyone else's comments. Okay, cool. I don't think I did. Oh, Lisa, yeah, you had trouble with the punch yesterday. Sometimes it's just our strength, but I'm looking for adhesive. You can have a defective punch, like it is possible. So if it's truly having real issues versus I'm just not very strong, you might have to tell Stampin' Up! About it. So actually, let me do this before it doesn't matter, but I'm going to do this before I put adhesive on there. So this piece of designer paper is 2 inches by 5, 2 by 5. I'm going to tear the right side off. So I want the Berry Burst side facing me. I'm pulling off maybe a 1/4 inch or so toward me on the right side. Either side's fine. And that will reveal the white inside. And, you know, it does, obviously, you don't want to tear it perfectly straight down, just a little bit crooked of a line down the side there. And then I'm going to attach this to, or it was 2 inches by 5. I'm going to attach that to, my adhesive's about to run out, the front left of this Barely Blush paper. So I'll have an 1/8 inch border on 3 sides, and then that torn right there. And now I can put this on my card base. And it just ran out. Okay, so I ran out. I see the bright orange there. When you refill your adhesive, always, always clean out all the excess glue from the opening there on both sides. left and right, right and left, whatever it is. Get rid of all that. Let me get in my trash can. So I can press it against a piece of paper in the trash. My refill. Contrary to popular belief, you do not have to tear that because it's not sealed like glue. It's just like a Ziploc. So just do that. The 2 holes there. And then it will not be sticky right here at all. Well, the last 2 times it has been. Used to, it was not sticky right there at all. So you either manually advance it till you feel sticky, or even easier, just stick it to the previous adhesive up here so that it grabs and go. Don't press too hard, by the way, on Stampin' Up's Stampin' Seal, because it's super strong and a light touch is better. Okay, this goes on my Peaceful Pine card base. That. Then I'm going to add my scallop with Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to use the mini, but you can use any size you want. It does not matter. I like the minis. You get 720 in a packet, 3 sheets like this for the same price as the large ones. And these really wide edges or border. I'll do one more. I'm just going to put 5 on there. So anyway, I just think the value of them, I like it better. And I just use them as if it was a big one in most cases. So the same amount. Also, I'm going to put this over toward the top right, but not all the way to either. What was I going to say also? Oh, they fit really well on small things, like obviously, but okay, I'm just kind of bending these butterflies in half, realizing that if I mail this, it'll get flattened out, but if I don't mail it, it might stay cute like that. So there we go. There's a small, medium, and large butterfly when you do the punch. So I'm going to put the medium one down here on the bottom right, flying up to the right. The large one is going to be at the end of that flight line. And the small one will be up here to the top right above that. I went a little high on my scallop. Hold on. Maybe I should have put that small butterfly first. Trying to make it not be off the edge of my card. Okay, so there's that. Just leave space for that. And then I just need some gems and a bow. So I'm going to do a bunny ears bow with the Peaceful Pine bordered ribbon. It's the new in color ribbon. If y'all do the paper and ribbon share, you'll get 2.5 yards of each new in color ribbon. But that's a side note. Okay, bunny ears bow. A bunny ear or loop in each hand between forefinger and thumb, with those pointing at me. Left side has a tail for me. Lots of space in the middle, and the right side is still attached to the roll if that's a possibility. You're going to get a strip of ribbon if you get this packet, but anyway. Crossover left or right over left here. And push that bunny ear down into the rabbit hole. By the way, keeping the ribbon flat, flat, flat the whole time. If I undo it, it doesn't look twisted and turned. It would be completely flat if I let it go. And then pull. Finish your bow. This is about a medium-sized bow for this card. This card is pretty simple. Trim the excess there. So usually you have 0 waste on that one side if you leave it on your roll. And sorry, trying to keep it kind of neat here, especially since I have another video tomorrow. Usually I can just leave a hot mess and clean it up whenever I feel like. I'm going to fold my glue dot paper back until I see only one dot. The rest is empty here. And fold it flat so that I can push really hard into this cardboard roll. Pull it off. And this bow is going to go, I think I want it at the end of the flight line there. And that, oh, sorry, that's almost card number 1. I'm going to use my in color dots here, which just came back in stock with the butterflies yesterday. They're back in stock. You can get a free full pack if your order this week with me is $100 or more plus the class packet. I'm going to put a small and large of that Barely Blush down in the bottom left corner. The original card is still in the plastic from the class. There it is, card number 1. Let me know what you think. Feel free to give a share, a copy, a like, a copy, a share, a like, a thumbs up, etc. All right, that was card number 1. Now, let's make room for the next one. Card number 2. Card number 2. Okay, so card number 2, also with All Aflutter, is a Barely Blush card base. This card's very elegant, by the way. Oh, and it's going to have designer paper, which you're going to receive. Barely Blush. Where's my bone folder? Card base, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to fold it in half. Let's see. MJ loves butterflies. Yes. Very pretty, right? Lisa, thank you. Love it. Put my mouse in a weird spot. Okay, this card, the last card was portrait. This card's also portrait, Barely Blush card base. The next layer is, actually, that's not the next layer. The next layer is Peaceful Pine cardstock, 4 by 5 and 4 3/8. 4 and, oh my gosh, I'm getting mixed up. 4 1/8. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then we saved paper by pre-die cutting this leaf from this piece here, from this layer, because it's going to get covered up. This leaf, I have to refresh my memory. I didn't bring all the bundles over today, all the dies, but this leaf is from the Nature's Symphony dies, and it's a stem, 2 different stems with lots of leaves, with lots of details cut into those leaves. Nature's Symphony. Okay, so we have the 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 Peaceful Pine. Then the next layer on top of that is the painted patterns in color designer paper. This is the Barely Blush with the lines, the thick lines painted across it. So it's white and pink, very light. And that's 4 by 5 1/4. And that's your next layer. Okay, so really pretty base there. Also in this card, we've got the die cut leaf, of course. There's also a pre-die cut vellum, beautifully celebrated dies. So it's a label. It's a fancy oval-ish label, 4 1/4 inches tall by 3 1/2 wide. And that is going to go on our card as well. We've got that same scrap to stamp our butterflies on. And then for our greeting, we have this label here, which is from the, what are these dies called? Words of Beauty dies. It's that long 1/2 inch, but the long skinny one from Words of Beauty. Okay, so let me stamp. These are the quicker cards. The next 2 are the probably more time consuming. Okay, I need just these 2 colors, Peaceful Pine and Barely Blush. Peaceful Pine for my greeting. I put Thinking of You Today. This is a really pretty cursive, all lowercase. It's very pretty font, and it fits perfectly in this long label. Isn't that pretty? Peaceful Pine. And then my butterflies are going to be Barely Blush. And they are, I don't like that. I like it like this. The other butterflies that are detailed, but not, but thick details. So you can just stamp them standalone. Again, I'm twisting and tapping because it's the new pad. Anyway, in my opinion, you can just stamp these as a standalone image. So that's Barely Blush ink with that other butterfly image. Okay. Move all this on my way for next cards. I need that one. Okay, punch out the butterflies just like before. By the way, is anyone crafting along who got their kit? Or hopefully got your kit? Are you crafting along? Okay, so we got it there. Turn it over. Punch. Oh, I was going to comment. I forgot who said this earlier, but they said that they love the punch holder that I had in the background, which is where I'm about to put this guy. Those are from Stampin Storage, and I do have a Stampin Storage store link. If anyone wants to shop Stampin Storage, it's a company that makes storage stuff for Stampin' Up! Products, and I have an affiliate link for them if you need it. It should be in this video, I believe, in the description, but also I can send it to you. Love that die. Yes. Hey, Gail. Good morning. Awesome. Gail, did you get your packet yet? Gail's one of our craft alongers. Okay, so designer paper, 4x5 1/4. I'm going to attach that to the Peaceful Pine, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then I'm going to attach that to my card base. Again, you don't need a ton of Stampin' Seal adhesive. And you don't need to press too hard on it. To release it. Okay, so there's that. Really pretty. And then the next thing I'll do, I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet. Hold on, let me check this. To keep any excess off. I got to make sure how I did this. Yeah. Excess adhesive off of my table since these leaves are skinny. Hold on, there's a gnat flying in my face. I don't like to talk of a gnat flying in my face. Okay. You want to, especially with tape runner, hold on to each leaf as you add adhesive also so it doesn't rip off, because these are kind of delicate. There's 2 stems for my vision impaired customers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 8 leaves on one and 5 on the other. Okay, so added adhesive. You could also use liquid, of course. And these leaves will go on the vellum, something like that. No, just stick it on there. It does not have to be perfect. I'm gonna adjust these a little bit. Okay, something like that. That might be a little too far to the left though, but pretend you did it correctly. There we go. A little bit more over to the right. Center it a little bit better. It's good enough. Okay. Now, I want to put this vellum shape from Beautifully Celebrated. I'll leave it on here so you can see it with dimensionals onto my card. So, I'm going to use dimensionals, my minis, but I'm only going to put them where the leaves are. The dimensionals. Otherwise, I'll maybe put this one right here. Otherwise, they'll show through on the other side, just like you can see these leaves through on the back side. Maybe one more right here. That's all I'm going to do. You can do as many for you as you want. Again, the minis are great for this particular size of these leaves. So there's that. This just goes right in the center. Of the card base. And then next I'm going to tie a bow. Same ribbon. I did use another color ribbon in this class, but on today's cards we're all green. I think we used 3 different colors, but the other ones must be tomorrow. So this is Peaceful Pine again. I need a pretty large bow for this one. How we doing? Are they really? What did we say? What did I say, Lisa? I don't remember. Okay, so pretty big bow. This bow, I'm going to go ahead and put it on with a mini glue dot. I'm going to stick it, I'm going to put this glue dot on the front of the bow, and I'm going to place it under the word U at an angle, like this. And then I'm going to add dimensionals on either side of the bow. And then peel those off and place this on the card. These will go a little bit up from the bottom of the label. This reading, I should say, will go a little bit up from the bottom of the label. About 1.5 inches from the center of the bottom of the label, because the center is taller. Like that. And then, of course, dimensionals for my 3 Barely Blush butterflies. And then I did the same pearls on this one, the Barely Blush pearls, or dots. What do we call these? They're called in color dots. They look like pearls, though. Okay, so large butterfly over here, flying top left. There's a nice big blank spot right there on the vellum where the leaves, there's no leaves. Medium butterfly, bottom right, same thing, blank spot. And then small butterfly just flying here on these leaves, top right. And then the dots, in color dots. I'm going to do a small and large of the, ooh, I didn't leave a lot of room, of the Barely Blush ones up here between the 2 top butterflies. This is different than my original because I didn't leave enough space. And there is card number 2. Card number 2. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And now for the next 2 cards, we are using a new bundle. Just a quick reminder, you can get this class free, but it's actually 8 cards. I'm making 4 today. It is an 8 card class. Grab all my supplies. Again, I've got my instructions. I don't know which card we're making first. Which one? I don't know. What did I put? This one first. So that is, yes, that one. Okay. Relaxing Waterside Bundle, which I think I got this bundle after I did my video where I went through all my new stuff. I think so. Therefore, I'll go over this bundle real quick. I think I'll be okay to leave my stuff over there, my ink and stamps over there for now. Okay, Relaxing Waterside. It's a new suite in the May to August catalog. There's designer paper. There are these awesome anchor embellishments. The designer paper, the reason I'm not showing them today, A, I've already shown them on a previous video, and B, I just have the little scraps left of everything. I should have said, though, on this butterfly, oh, I did say what paper that was. That is the in color where you get each in color in the same designs repeatedly. Okay, I said that. Anyway, these anchor embellishments are not orderable again until I think June 1st. They've already gone out twice. That's why I think this bundle and suite is very popular. These anchors are amazing. They are metal, but they're not crazy heavy, but they don't feel like plastic. I've been glue dotting them, but they have a hole in the top of the anchor where you can tie a string through it. And it's like a metal silver anchor and then a circle around it that's like a rope, silver rope though. Okay, so there's those. You got the designer paper and then this bundle. So the bundle is, I don't think I showed it on a previous video. I can't remember, to be honest. The stamp set, I should say, is 13 stamps. There's a large Adirondack chair. It is, most of my stamps are mounted right now, 3 inches tall and about 2.5 wide, a wooden Adirondack chair. There is 2 different grass images. One's about 2 1/4 tall, like the wild grass you see by a lake or ocean. And one's about 1.5 inches tall. You don't need to color those in at all. They're just grass with like little ferny things, not fern, but little wispy things at the top, like tall grass. Okay. There's a small coffee cup, of course, that can be with the chair. It has a lot of detail, but you can color it in if you want. A book that's open, like you laid it down to save your place, so that can sit over the arm of the chair, and it's got a little cover on it. You know, it's just sketched. These are sketched images, hand sketched. Again, you could color it in, but it has enough detail not to. There's 2 different birds, a flying seagull and a standing, I think that's also a seagull. My little face is cut off here, but I'm going to use it. I'm not. Am I using it today? I'm not, but the bird looks like that. And then all the words. We have a great birthday, relax, here's to a new chapter, dad, happy Father's Day, this is your day. So this is a great stamp set for men and women, because you don't have to use the word dad or Father's Day if you don't want to. And then the dies, of course, you can die cut out the 2 grasses, the 2 birds, the book, the coffee cup, and the chair. And then there are standalone dies to make a full-on chair, which I'm going to make today. So I will explain these dies when I make the chair. Right now on this first card, but I'll pull them out just so I can show you when we do that. And then there are 2 different standalone dies that make, yeah, we've got it right here, cattails. So there's a taller one that leans to, I think, the right, and a shorter one that leans to the left. And it's just all one color, and I'll show you how you do that. So I think I said all the dies. It's really nice, really nice, really nice bundle. I'm going to need this chair. What else am I'm going to need the grasses also. Oh, and the coffee cup and the book. I need all these dies. These are just for show. We have pre-die cut that part for you. How my packet is cut is how yours will be cut, by the way, as far as what we pre-did. Okay, so relaxing waterside. Let's get ready and make card number 3. Thank you, V. Thanks, Cindy. Love the color combos. Thank you, thank you. Card number 3. So this card has a Peaceful Pine card base. I think it's just a real good neutral color to go with a lot of stuff. Anyway, Peaceful Pine. They actually do not list Peaceful Pine as a color in this designer paper, but I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like maybe not in these 2, but I feel like I see Peaceful Pine in this paper. Let me grab it. This is what I mean by literally this is all I have left of this paper. It's all cut up. But like, well, even that, I mean, maybe it is Old Olive. I forgot what I was doing. I was like, that is Peaceful Pine, I think. Of course, now this one, right? Doesn't that green look like Peaceful Pine? Maybe it's, I don't know. They list Old Olive, Gray Granite, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, and Berry Vanilla. I think pine matches that really nice. Anyways, it's all good. It looks good with it. Long story short. Okay, so we have our Peaceful Pine card base. This will be portrait up and down. Then your next, oh, I grabbed the wrong ones. Your next layer is 2 designer papers. Speak of the devil. Well, actually, your next layer is this white piece here. 4 by 5 1/4, basic white. 4 inches by 5 1/4. Basic white. And then we have 2 pieces of designer paper. They are 2 inches by 5, 2 by 5. One is that plaid that to me looks like it has a little peaceful pine and definitely old olive. It's a large plaid with a very like gray granite light background, painted plaid, skinny olive lines, thicker pine lines, really pretty. And then this piece here is a pool party background, like a sky with darker pool party silhouette birds flying all over it. So we're going to use those two. I've got a label here. This is from the, again, same ones I just used. What are they called? Words of Beauty. Yes, Words of Beauty dies. This is the medium size label in Pool Party. You have an arch here from Everyday Arches. Everyday Arches dies. This one is a little over 3 3/4 inches tall. Basic white arch. And then we have pre-die cut for you. By we, I mean Karen. And this is from a different designer paper. The pieces to make the chair, and look what Karen did. She put your arms in this little sticky note so you wouldn't lose them. So I'm going to show you all this. And then last but not least is a crumb cake small pre-die cut cattails. So you see how it's all crumb cake, just one piece, no detail, just crumb cake, grass, stem, cattails, 2 of them. Okay. What should I do first? I'm going to do the chair first. Why not? Okay, so let's get our chair arms. Here are the dies. You got these little die right here. It's 2 little weird looking, almost triangle looking things. Those are the arms. Karen didn't want us to lose these. Thank you, Karen. Then you got the die that makes the chair and this extra piece of wood right here. It's a detail for the chair. So it cuts out this chair, the back of the Adirondack chair, and this piece of wood right here for you to put on the chair. And then a separate die for the back. Those wood slats. Now, we cut all of this. We put because we wanted them all the same color. I've seen people doing the arm handles in different colors. We wanted ours all the same. We die cut this piece from the back middle of the chair right there. So just like that, we put it on one piece of paper and die cut all of this at one time. There is another chair back that I don't know if this is also Adirondack. I don't know my chairs. But it's a different with skinnier slats and it's shorter and straight across at the top. There is a different kind of chair back. This is the one I used in my other class with the Jen and Jen camp that you can go register for right now. What is that called? Promotion, I can't think of the word. Selfish promotion though, but that's not the word I'm looking for. So you can die cut that one or this one. Let me grab real quick this wood grain and show you. I think I can get it quickly. Hold, let me see. Maybe, maybe not. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh my goodness. Hold on. It's called Wood Grain Wonders. I have forgotten where I put mine. I don't know where I put it, but it's Wood Grain Wonders. There's 3 or 4 different wood grain patterns of this designer paper. This one has a very light color on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a wood grain pattern. And this is like a medium tone wood grain pattern or color. Anyway, Wood Grain Wonders. Current product. Check it out. Okay. Now, I just got a UPS. Do I need that for the video? What's coming from UPS today? So I just want to make it clear. Easy paper saving. You can cut at one time, run this all through just like that. And you can cut those right there. Okay. Now how to put it together. It's actually super easy. I'm going to grab my silicone craft sheet. I'm going to put adhesive at the bottom of the wood slats. The back of the chair has like a little handle, basically. Little tab. Put adhesive on the front of it. So this is the front of my wood slats, adhesive on that. And there is a little notch, a hole that it goes in on the chair. Easy, simple. Then I'm going to lift, you could have done this before, but I'm going to lift up these slats. And again, my silicone craft sheet, I'm going to add a row of adhesive across the top of that back of the chair. Put this back in here and press down. And my chair is now assembled. The chair back is on the chair. Looks great. Then these pieces here are details to make it even better. I did use dimensionals on all of these. So you got the 2 arms and the piece of wood. By the way, you can cut up that wood to make like fences and stuff, little slats. You can do all kinds of other stuff with that one wood slat right here. Looking for my dimensionals. Forgot. Yeah, I think I do want to cut these up. I don't remember. So I'm taking my minis and cutting them in half. I'm going to put 2 halves there on the wood slat. And then 2 halves, 1 half on each chair handle. And the chair handle always like plays a trick on my brain, but I just have to look and see how it goes. Yeah, it's like this. So you just have to look and see, does it go that way or that way? And if it's wrong, put it on the other side. But once it's on there, it makes sense. At least for me, I'm always confused. It's not, for my brain, it's not intuitive. There's a hair on there, which reminded me that my co-host has just abandoned me today fully. She's like, I don't work on Wednesdays. Okay, and then this wood slat. There's like a section right below the back of the chair where that wood slat goes. And you have the most adorable little chair. Do y'all, right? Does anybody like this chair? It's so cute. You can also like sponge. You can stamp it on, I mean, not stamp it. This one's no stamping. This is the chair that's no stamping. You can do it in different colors. You can distress, all the stuff. Like, it's so cool. There's even a wood grain in the designer paper that you could use as well. It's bigger wood grain, but it would still give an effect. Okay, so that's our chair. Boom, done. Now, what else do we need to do for this card? We need to stamp a greeting. Any greeting you want. Let me see what I've pulled for this one. I don't know. Oh, I've pulled relax. Lots of the greetings will fit in this, from this set, will fit in this label. So I stamped relax, or I chose relax for this card. Peaceful Pine, relax. Then on the back, or on the arch, the white arch, I'm going to use a blending brush and Pool Party ink and just add a little background. I don't want to get this scratch paper dirty yet because it'll look ugly on my next video and I don't want to change it out. So I'm using not the scratch paper, but of course use your scratch paper. If you're not making a video the next day on your scratch paper. This is a blending brush. This is a Pool Party. You've got to tap it off on scratch paper first, or even the glass mat is fine before you go to your paper, unless you want that ugly blob on your project. I'm basically putting a circle of Pool Party ink toward the top of this arch. And when I'm done, I can, before I glue anything, I can place the chair here and see if I want more. I think I need to go a little higher there. It's just to fill in the space, make it not so harsh of a white background, and it sort of will look like sky as well. I'm going to go with that. So blending brush, I like the small ones, and Pool Party ink. Okay, and then I have my guy here, my cattail. We die cut it from Crumb Cake. So we're going to take a dark pecan pie blend brush, or fine point for sure, and just color over that cattail. Simple. And a dark old olive blend, fine point. Brush, fine point, yep. And color the grass part, which is like a blob of grass, so to say. It's not like skinny little pieces. And it's probably not grass. It's whatever leaves grow at the bottom of a cattail. I'm just saying grass. And now it looks good. And that's it. So pretty simple. You could die cut it 3 times out of 3 different colors of paper and cut them apart and glue it back together, but not me. Okay, now this card does also need the anchor. Which where did I put those? Oh, right here. You need an anchor. You will receive one with your class packet. Free with an free with an order. Okay. Okay, now before I put this all together, I'm going to do the same thing I did on that last card, or the first card, with tearing my designer paper. 2 inches by 5. I'm going to tear the right hand side of this plaid because I want it to go on the left side of this white piece. So I'm going to tear the right side. This is a pattern or a sort of sketch I do all the time. You have 2 pieces of designer paper. You tear the inner part of each one. So there's that one. Now on the birds, they are directional and I want to tear the left side. So I look, I get it, but I'm right-handed. So I'm going to flip this upside down and tear the, now it's the right side off, but with the birds upside down. Remember, you want the pattern that's going to be on the front of the project facing you as you pull toward yourself, because you want that white. Otherwise, it just looks like this on the other side, and I don't think that's as cute. By the way, these bikes are really cute. I use that on my class with the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. You can register for that till Sunday. I don't know what I'm using in the Stamp-A-Stack because I haven't designed it yet, but I'm also doing the Stamp-A-Stack with this paper as well. Okay, speaking of, I need to write myself a note. Hold on. Okay. I attached the torn papers to the left and right of this white. So on the left side, there'll be approximately an 1/8 inch border. And on the right side, there'll be approximately an 1/8 inch border torn down the middle. The white should show at least a little, but it's okay if they touch and overlap some in the middle. And then that whole piece goes on the card base. Hey, everybody. That is what's nice about, yes, that's true, Leanne. That's true about the colors. Am I not seeing your comments on the, oh, no, there it is. Hello, Leanne. I just saw your comment. Hey, V. I love how rich, peaceful pine, right? Oh, V says I actually love all 5 in colors this time around. I know, right? Sometimes we're like, you know, I like maybe this one and this one, but not that one. I agree. All 5 are really good. Hello. I need to not look at the screen while I'm trying to glue this. Okay, so to the base. I'm trying to read your comments. Okay, so y'all are defending the cat. She doesn't work on Wednesday. She barely works on Thursday. Love the chair. I know, right, Robin? She needs her beauty sleep on Wednesday. Love the chair and sweet. Yes, Gail. No, Lori. She's falling down on the job. She's a bad cat. Just kidding. Hey, Cindy. Thank you. Oh, you're in Tyler today, Cindy? Thanks for sharing. That's true. V says you can always turn the paper over. That's true. That's true. Okay. Now, I am putting this chair on here flat. Could pop it up if you wanted to, but I'm going to put it flat. So I'm going to add some adhesive. The back of the chair. Got my little silicone sheet here. You could do liquid glue also. I'm going to put the chair on the arch flat. It's kind of right in the middle-ish, maybe slightly higher, but basically in the middle of the arch. And then I maybe should have put this on first, but it's okay. Then the cattails. I'm just putting adhesive at the bottom of the cattail. I got a lot of glue on my fingers. And it's going to be over here to the right of the chair. This bottom part's going to get covered up, so maybe a little higher. Over here, so to the right, I want the cattails above the arm, but behind the arm. I just tucked it in and just like that on the right. Don't worry, I'm going to cover that ugly part up. Okay, I can go ahead and put this on my card with dimensionals, this arch. Oh, so much adhesive on my fingers. I'll put 6 dimensionals total. Mini. Okay. Arch over here toward the right, toward the top, more so it's offset, maybe not that far. Toward the right, toward the top. Then for my greeting, first I'm going to add adhesive to the back of it. Then I'm going to take my ribbon and fold it back and forth. Not a bow, just back and forth. Take the word relax. It's got adhesive on the back. Keep my ribbon here where I can see it and relax facing me and stick the greeting into the ribbon. See if I like it. If not, pull it off and do it again. If I do like it, I can trim the excess. And then my greeting has the ribbon behind it. And I will add dimensionals. 1 going across the ribbon to secure that down. And then 2 on either end, or 1 on either end. This greeting is going to go down here on the bottom right. So of the arch, it will cover the bottom right of the chair, that whole weird section of the cattail that ended. And I'm actually going to need to double up my dimensional right there because it is hanging off of the arch. That might not be in the instructions, y'all, the written instructions. Probably not. I don't remember typing that. But double up if needed, depending on how far over you put that. Then we're going to add a glue dot to this anchor, loose anchor trinkets. I don't think it has a front and back, but I could be wrong. I think it looks the same on both sides. And I'm just going to sort of tuck that up under the greeting. Oh, maybe not that far. Where the ribbon is on bottom. And that is the finish. That's card number 3. Card number 3. Let me take this original, well, one of the originals. I made a couple of these out of the envelope and show you. It says, have a great birthday. Again, there's several greetings that will fit on that label. That's card number 3. Da, 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 da. All right. Card number 4. Card number 4. This one here is pieces. A Misty Moonlight card base. Misty Moonlight. That is a color in the designer paper for sure. Misty Moonlight. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Gail. She said loved the card, especially the colors. Thank you to the designer paper for that inspiration, right? Excuse me. I'm going to throw a little trash away. Well, maybe. Or on the floor, whichever. Okay, the next layer is another piece of the designer paper. One side has life preservers, and oars on it. The other side has stripes in Pool Party and Old Olive and like very light gray granite. This is 4 by 5 1/4. We'll cut it for you and supply it 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know why I'm trying to glue that, but that's the next layer. Then there are 2, this is very important that you pay attention. There are 2 different sizes of, I almost said soft suede, pecan pie cardstock in your packet. The larger one is to layer your designer paper on, the fish designer paper. It's a rectangle. I'll do those measurements in a second. The smaller scrap is to stamp the chair on and die cut it out. Okay, so got a scrap to stamp the chair on. That's the smaller one. Then we've got this designer paper, water waves on one side, fish, literally fish, separated so you can hand cut them apart, or they make a great background with a sort of mottled bluish, grayish background. I don't know what kind of fish these are, but I assume you find them in a lake, and some are blue, more blue, and some are more green with some like orange in them. Really pretty. 3 1/4 by 3 3/4, 3 1/4 wide by 3 3/4. And then the layer of pecan pie is 3 3/8 by 3 7/8. 3 7/8. Okay. Then we've got a scrap of white, which we're going to stamp some things on. A scrap of pecan pie and another pool party label exactly like the previous one. So I guess I'm going to put Happy Father's Day on this one because that's the only other stamp I pulled out. Okay. Where's my thing? Grabbing my inks. All of these. Okay, let me do the chair first. So the big Adirondack chair, pecan pie ink on pecan pie cardstock. Big old chair stamp. And we're going to die cut that out. So nice. And then on this scrap of white here, you can see I'm going to stamp the tall grass in Pool Party ink. Do I need these dots? Yes. Tall grass in Pool Party ink. I did say the wrong thing earlier, side note. I said we used the butterflies. We didn't in this class. We used dewdrops embellishments, dewdrops. So some of the cards use dewdrops and some use the in-color dots, not the butterflies. I was mixed up. Anyway, side note. Okay, so tall grass is in Pool Party ink. Short grass is Old Olive. Something on there. Old Olive. Don't forget, on these foam pads, you still need to press gently. Not too harsh. And then the cup and the book are Misty Moonlight. And for those, I'm going to, as soon as I'm done stamping them, I'm going to use the blender pen, which I hardly ever use, to swish and swirl that misty ink around to just fill in the color a little bit. So I'm not going crazy coloring. I could just stamp them on blue paper instead, or stamp them just like this and not color them in. But I'm going to stamp in Misty, and I could do full-on coloring as well, stamp in black and color. I'm going to do a blender pen. You get 3 of these in a pack, and it's wet, so it is best to do this right after you stamp, because our ink, even though it's water-based, it will dry, and that will just pull whatever color. If you you can also color with these by getting ink in the lid. I'm going to use my elbow. The lid of your ink pad. You can do that with the new pads too. Okay, I'm going to do it off screen to get more power with the elbow. And you can pick up ink and color with it like that. You can't color like a long time with it, but quick little bursts. So if you like wanted a little bit extra, you could do that. Of course, again, you could color it a bunch of different ways. Watercoloring, blends, whatever way you have. Always clean this off by very gently, with it almost laying flat on the table, rolling it. I'm turning it as well on scratch paper until you don't see that color come off on the paper anymore. That's how you clean it every time before you put it away. It will get stained, but as long as the liquid runs clear, it's good to go. Okay, then I'll die cut these out. But let me do my greeting real quick. I'm going to use Peaceful Pine again. This one says Happy Father's Day. But again, a lot of the greetings from this set will fit in this label. So choices there. Let me do my die cutting now. This DSP reminds me of a fishing suite a few years ago. I think they would work well together. Nice, Lori. I sort of vaguely might remember what you're talking about and sort of vaguely don't, which for me is normal. But that sounds, I remember some fish for sure, right? I remember some fish on a designer paper. Okay, so I like to cut my pieces apart before I die cut. Lots of good reasons to do this. Lots of good reasons. I do have the mini machine right here just because it fits on the camera better. The big machine, y'all, if you don't have the big die cut machine right now with our starter kit special, is a great way to get it very cheap. It's only $99 plus tax, free shipping. And you could pick that machine, which is less than $160. I think it's $140. If I remember correctly. I'm aligning this on the machine here. I think it's $140. And you can still get another $20 in merch, but only pay $99 and get free shipping on it. Great deal. Okay, so I've aligned my image, die on top of stamped image. You could washi tape, post-it note, post-it tape, etc. that down to hold it in place. If I were using my big machine, I would have put all of these images on there at once. There's my chair cut out. Again, you could add sponging or coloring to even make that chair look more detailed, but we're not going to, or I'm not going to. I'm scared to do too much on this little machine, but I'm going to try to do these three, the cup, the tall grass, and the book at one time. I'll grab the readers for this. Thank you, Desiree. Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Lisa. Also, the same year, Strawberry Slush was an in color. What? Fun fact, hold on, let me read this. Fun fact about in color crisp cantaloupe. It was a color way back in 2013 to 2015. And then that was Gail. And she said, same year, Strawberry Slush was an in color. I never remember what colors are together. So I definitely didn't remember that. I knew it was an old color. That's it. Eleanor's half asleep. By the way, everybody who's here, I'll be live tomorrow too at 9 a.m. Central. So set your alarm, Eleanor, and everybody else. I'm going to make 4 different cards tomorrow. And they're all part of an 8-card class packet you can get free right now. But even if you just want to watch me make them. 2 different bundles tomorrow, Fern and Flora, or Opulent Oasis, I believe it's called. And 4 cards tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central. I don't want to jinx myself. I'm always stubborn and don't like to mess with the sticky notes. And I don't want to say that and then it'd be crooked on, or, slip on TV. Anyway, I'm going to put the other right there. Okay, look, the book. So you can see there the detail that it stamps. And then we just added that little extra color with the blender pen. Here's the coffee cup. It's what it is on the coffee cup. It's like a saucer and a small cup. Definitely can be masculine. It's not like a lady cup. It's just anybody cup. Okay, and then one more grass to cut, this shorter one. does anybody know what kind of grass this is? Or perhaps grass is not the right word. Anybody? Grass at the lake. I don't know. There it is. Okay. Okay. Get rid of all these dies and yet not lose them. Okay. Also need to make it so I can see my sample. So just a reminder, this product I'm using right now, Relaxing Waterside, is what I'm using for my Stamp-A-Stack this month and the Jen and Jen Camp class. Of course, they will be different projects for each one. So if you want even more ideas, you can take those classes. You can also do the tutorials only. Of course, join the team, you'll get the tutorials for free. Okay, I'm attaching the stripe designer paper. I have the stripes cut across, and it's a portrait card, and the stripes are going across on that 4 by 5 1/4. Then the next layer is I attach the fish designer paper to the pecan pie piece. Side note, if you were doing this on your own and you knew you wouldn't mess it up, if you knew you wouldn't forget, you could just stamp the chair on this piece, die cut it out, and then cover it up and save paper that way. In a class, we don't want to make y'all have to remember that, basically, is why we give you the separate pieces. Okay, I got mini dimensionals on the back of this pecan pie layer. I put 8. Hold on, I got an alarm. Okay, I don't know if that paused me for a second. This rectangle basically in the middle of the card. Then I'm going to attach I'm putting adhesive at the bottom of the old olive grass, the shorter one, and put that grass right at the bottom center of the pool party grass to make that be sort of one piece. I'll add some adhesive to the back of that to be ready, and add dimensionals to the chair. And then when I put the chair and grass on here, I'm just going to kind of look and see where I want them. But the chair will be kind of in the middle, top to bottom, and over toward the left. And the grass is going to be at the bottom right, basically at the bottom of that right chair leg. So the chair is in front of the grass a little bit, and the grass is sticking out to the right hand side, and it curves. That pool party one curves to the right. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want, you can even pull this green one out. Can't get my finger under there, so that it's in front of the arm. Little detail there. The book, I'm just adding adhesive to the back. Again, it looks like the way it's stamped and die cuts out is like it's laying on the arm of the chair. So that's exactly where we're going to put it. And then I put my coffee cup on the ground. I said this person set it on the ground, and it covers up the bottom of the grass where it looks it's not horrible, but whatever. And it's like at the foot of the chair. But I did notice in class, I saw some people put it on the other arm instead in person. But, put it on the ground, put it on the chair, put it wherever you want. Then my greeting is going to be just like my other greeting. Add adhesive to the back of the greeting. Fold the ribbon back and forth, just like the previous card. So it's still this peaceful pine bordered ribbon. Tomorrow I will use some additional colors. Okay, scissors trying to steal my thing. I'm doing this just like before. Then I will add dimensionals to the back. This greeting is going to go up here. Is anything crooked? No. Top. Excuse me. Top right for the greeting. It's stuck to the fish piece, not the DSP above it. Stuck to the fish piece. What else? Gems. So again, dewdrops embellishments. These are not, we're not cutting little pieces for you for the class. You will get the free in color dots if your order is $100 or more. The people who already took the class did get 3 rows of dewdrop embellishments. But anyway, these are Old Olive, Secret Sea, and Clear dots. And we're going to use the Secret Sea ones and put a large and small down in this bottom left-hand corner of the fish paper. And that is card number 4. Number 4. Sorry, let me hold it properly. Thank you, Gail. Thank you very much. Where did I want? Oh, let me real quick. I'm going to put all 4 cards on the screen. Thank you, Lori. But let me real quick. I'm going to remove that and just add this to the screen to remind you. If you don't have, if you didn't already purchase this class packet, because a lot of y'all did, thank you very much. There is a way to still get the class packet. And it's these 4 plus the 4 I'm making tomorrow. Free with a $75 order starting today through Sunday only. Monday, a new order special starts. That's completely different. Anyway, so that is the offer this week. And then, of course, if your order is 100 or more, you would get the class packet plus the I'm trying to think. My brain's not with me. Plus the in color dots. Okay, so these, you only make 1 of each design. I'm just putting both out because, like, well, that one has a different greeting anyway, so whatever. Putting the two versions I made today out, but you make 1 of each. Okay, so that is this today's class, I should say. I will be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, making 4 additional cards. Thanks, Lori. Hey, Ro. Thank you very much. No problem. Just coming in for a minute. I appreciate the support. Don't forget, as y'all leave a comment like Ro just did. Say hi. Click the share button. Click copy link and do what you want with that link. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I'll be emailing 1 or 2 people who I wrote down notes that you asked me some questions during the live later. I'm going to eat lunch first, being honest, and do some things I have to do after the video that I'll get with you guys. But any other questions, just let me know. I want to thank you for joining me for the Stamping Morning Show today and remind you that you can see me every Thursday at 9 a.m. Central, same place, and on YouTube and Facebook. But this time I went live 2 days. So I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Let me get back over to these comments. Thanks, Robin. 4th is Julie's favorite. Thank you, Julie. The Adirondack stamp chair card. Thanks, Lisa. Kelly, thank you very much. Cattails. Oh, so these are cattails too, Kelly? Okay, good to know. I don't know. Oh, she says pompous. Pompous cattails. You've started using Post-it tape. Yes, Post-it tape is really good. Sorry. If I missed any comments, thank you, Lori. I apologize. That's my bad, not you. And I will see everybody tomorrow, I hope, and invite your friends. Share with a friend. Bye.